Howdy, partner. No, I'm kidding. Why, hello there, everyone. I'm the Kumo Sensei, and yeah, it's officially time for the vlog to show my car. I finally got my car at 23, and honestly, some people say it's a bit late, others will say it's on time. I don't know, I'm somewhere in between, but yeah, without further ado, allow me to show you guys my new car. Well, my used car that I bought, so it's still new to me, but let me show you guys. So as you can see, this is my Nissan, and yeah, it's a 2004 model, and the previous owner did do a very good job taking care of this car, and honestly, this car did not need any maintenance whatsoever. However, since this was a 2004 model, some stuff did need to be changed because it was getting old, such as the headlights, which I'll show you in a bit. The headlights were working fine, but it could use some new ones. So I spent a little bit of money buying some new parts or things here and there that could use a change. But that's really just because it's well, not outdated, but relatively getting old. So yeah, it's a very clean looking car. Well, I just vacuumed that. So if it doesn't look as clean, yeah, let me zoom in. You still have the vacuum marks on it, but overall though, relatively clean car. And there's my camera gear, by the way. So luckily the camera's not overheating. I actually tried to actually record a vlog earlier this week, but the weather was so hot, this Sony camera keeps turning off. And that's the problem with modern technology nowadays, when you get new cameras that are really good, is that it overheats pretty often and relatively quickly. So even with my car AC on, it doesn't really want to hold still and burn out. But anyhow though, let me show you the exterior of the car, of the headlights and the things, and let's check it out. Alrighty everybody, so this right here is my Nissan, and as you can see, the headlights I've changed out. Well, I bought a new pair of headlights. This is essentially my car though, and we're basically in the middle of nowhere, by the way. Which is probably the most ideal place to record, honestly, so that way it doesn't seem kind of strange if I'm you know, filming if there's people around, because I really want to give people their space. So I decided to actually vlog in the middle of nowhere. Yeah, this is where I live, guys. I live in the middle of nowhere. But yeah, this headlight was pretty rusty, and as you can see, it did rain yesterday night, but this weather feels great, honestly, and my camera's not overheating, which is a good thing. But I hope everyone can hear me, because this camera's audio is not so great, and I will probably buy a new mic just, you know, just for that issue. But as of now, guys, you're going to have to bear in with me with this audio, this in-camera audio. But I'm not gonna lie though, this car is amazing. I'm surprised that the previous owner did such a good job, you know, maintaining this car, because this car literally had no problems at all for a 2004 model. Besides some parts that need to be changed out, such as the headlights, the windshield wipers, but overall the engine itself was very solid. I had my brother-in-law look at it, and shout out to my Hispanic in-laws, because they're very amazing at looking at cars, I'll tell you that. So they told me that there was nothing wrong with it, and honestly, it looks pretty dang nice. I am not gonna lie. But anyhow though, let us go back inside, because I don't want to be standing outside and recording, because it's kind of embarrassing if somebody walks by. Alrighty everybody, we're back inside, and now the real question everybody's asking, what's next? But before I continue, I do want to say that I gotta be honest with myself. I am extremely tired. Like, extremely tired. For those who don't know, or for those who are new, I recently had to get a surgery to remove this mole here, which honestly cost way more than it should, but I had to pay out of pocket. And honestly, it was pretty expensive because how big the mole was and where it was on my face, which made it more expensive than it should be. Then after that, I had to use more money on buying this car, which required more work. But now that it's over, I have to save up money again so I can actually start one of my biggest dreams. And this is actually a dream I had for a very long time, since I was in senior high school. And that is working with spiders. For those who don't know, I'm the Kumo Sensei. Kumo means spider in Japanese, so I'm the spider sensei. And one of my specialties is that I have been working with spiders, tarantulas, and arachnids for a very, very, very long time. I was essentially apprenticed way back when, and now I'm pretty much a spider master of my own. And I do have a YouTube channel called Laxo. I'll link it down below in my description if you can go check it out, where I do actually post my spider work if you're curious. But that is one of my big life goals, honestly, is to actually start my tarantula business. And this goal is going to require so much more time and money. I honestly don't know how long it'll take, or if I'll even succeed for that matter. To be honest, we have to pretty much accept the possibility that I may fail. But if that's the case, I'm fine with it, because at least I gave it all I have. I'm not going down without a fight, because dreams don't come true if you don't fight for it. So I'm going to be fighting. And also, one of my biggest dreams I really want to achieve is getting into voice acting. I have been a stage actor for about 7-8 years now, and I come from that background. So my voice acting experience, it's good but not great. And allow me to explain. A lot of you may be wondering, Kumo Sensei, you're a stage actor. What do you mean you got voice acting experience? And allow me to explain, okay, guys? So during my time as a stage actor, while I did have to train physically and have to look pretty good and had to remember my lines for roles and whatnot, I was actually coached by some voice actors, three in fact, but one I actually had to pay for, which was, in my opinion, pretty rough. But I do have voice acting experience under my belt. But man, oh man, it was an interesting experience. Is it hard? So that's the thing. Voice acting was not as hard as stage acting, in my personal experience, in my personal opinion, because while voice acting does require vocal range and understanding how characters work in terms of interpreting them and things of that nature, I find that stage acting was physically and mentally more draining than voice acting. But this is something I really want to achieve, guys. So I'm hoping that we can actually work towards that goal of getting into voice acting, because I really don't know how it's going to go. But please support me, guys. And this is also one of the reasons why I have been posting voice acting videos on my channel, because I really want to get into voice acting. And I want people to understand that my channel is not a meme channel, but I guess people look at it that way. But I don't blame you, actually. If you see it that way, then by all means feel free to do so, because I can't force you to see my channel the way it is, you know? But essentially though, everybody, those are my two biggest goals: voice acting and starting my tarantula business. And as a matter of fact, I'm in the middle of nowhere here in North Carolina, but I think I found a place that I really like. So come on, let's go. Okie dokies, yeah, it's on. Okay, good. Sorry, this camera, man. I'm just hoping it doesn't overheat, which honestly it isn't, because today is a little bit cooler. But this is the place I'm talking about, though. Something like this over here. And as you can see, is just an old warehouse. But that is something I dream about, though. Like a facility just like this, you know? Well, this is actually pretty much a place for storage, but this is something of my dream, though, having a facility of some sort for my tarantula work. And honestly, I dream about that every day. And this building is for sale, by the way. I think it's like almost $300,000 just for the building, but it looks pretty rough. I'm not gonna lie, though. I'd say if it has repairs and everything, probably gonna cost an extra 200 grand, so maybe 500,000 total if you consider repairs and everything. But this is something of my dream, though, honestly. Just a place where I can work. And like I stated, if I have a workplace like this or a facility like this in the future, I'm totally gonna live in it. And honestly, I know that it's not a big place, or I don't, and I know that's not an ideal place to what you will call a home, but honestly, I love what I do and I do what I love. And I love my tarantula work. So if one day, if I ever had a building or a facility to myself like this is honestly a home already. Like I don't know. A lot of people don't really see my vision because what I do is so unique to me, honestly. But this is my dream though. Having a facility of some sort, and also, you know, a place where I can actually do what I enjoy in terms of work. And although I am working towards that goal, we're still so far from that dream. And I honestly don't know if I can actually make it, but it's better to try than to just give up early without even trying. But I have a lot of dreams, everybody. And honestly, I'm crying a little bit, which I'm trying not to because I'm an actor. I'm trying to compress that in. But the dream, though, it's so... The vision is clear, but the path is difficult. That is all I gotta say. But I don't want to take it easy because if it's too easy, it's not right. Well, if it's too easy, then you're not doing something right. Because let's be honest, this is not going to be an easy journey. And I know a lot of people know me for working out in my push-ups. By the way, I think I should clarify that later, but I really want people to understand that I have dreams and goals, and I do have a life. And even now, I'm working so many jobs, just trying to get by. But it's really just because I want to actually have my dreams come true. And I know everybody has dreams. You, me, you know, everyone who's watching this. And it's never too late to start, honestly, as long as you have the potential and the talent to do so. But I also would like to talk about working out and stuff like that as well. Because I don't know why, I stated this so many times already, but I do work out, I do train, and I do diet. And I did not just do 25 push-ups. Gomenasai. Sorry, but it's the truth. I just don't do push-ups, everybody. I actually do work out, I do train, and I do diet. And the reason why is because I'm a stage actor. But because I'm a stage actor, and because I'm a dance instructor, I'm pretty much required to stay in shape. So I train basically year-round. And I am slowly trying to step back away from training heavy because I have been training for over 8 years now, which is crazy. But I told myself at some point I'm going to step back away from the heavy training and focus more on recreational fitness and, longevity of life, because I really want to be healthy, not necessarily be jacked all the time. So at some point though, everyone, there is going to be a time where I'm going to actually step back away from training too much. I'll still be in shape, but just not as big or not as aesthetic, I guess, because I want to stay more lean and less shredded. By the way, being shredded is not the healthiest, if I'm being honest, in terms of body fat. Okay, I should take this off actually so I don't sweat too much. Oh, my hair is looking poofy. Maybe the humidity is not, the humidity is not doing my hair any good. And I didn't really comb it or style it too. I just kind of put on a drip and just went along outside. But yeah though, dreams and goals, baby. But yeah, there really isn't much going on now, I guess. I talked about basically everything. And yeah, the car, the next goals, the line, and I think that's really about everything I covered. So, and I'm walking backwards, by the way, yeah. But yeah, I guess that's really about it, everybody. So thanks for watching. And at 10,000 subs, as promised, I'll go back into style. Like actually start styling myself again. For camera, that is, and for you guys. But that's going to be a very long time from now. So that's the reason why I did that. 10,000 subs. But at 10,000 subs though, I really will go back into style. And you'll see that I'll look kind of different in a good way. But yeah, with that everybody, that's really about it. Thanks for watching and see you on the next vlog.